What are you happy about right now? I just got a job after being unemployed for a year. Good for you. I hope it goes well, I'm rooting for you. It was super hot for weeks and it's raining and there's a thunderstorm right now and I'm outside watching it. My biopsy came back great. I still need a bone marrow transplant but no trace of cancer in me right now. My friends messaging me about the dumbest stuff. Dumbest stuff? Well. What's your favorite toilet paper brand? Wife and I both have health problems, nothing major but we have a really nice teen come over to do yard work. Last time he was here he mentioned he had to walk into town as his mom's car was overheating. This morning my wife picked him up to do some mowing and weeding. When he was done she asked if his mom's car was running, to which he replied they hadn't even tried to start it. My wife asked if I would take him home and take a look at the car. I did so, and it was just a matter of low radiator fluid, but that mom had been afraid to mess something up. I filled the radiator and overflow tank, had them start the car, and hung out till the car warmed to operating temp. No biggie, but they were both so thrilled to have it running again, and be able to drive for groceries. It still has me happy hours later. Edit, I didn't expect this to blow up so fast. Thank you all for the awards and responses. For all you shade tree mechanics who responded, yes, the problem seems to be an upper radiator hose leaking. I'll replace that this weekend and see how it does. I love this. My girlfriend told me she loves me for the first time the other day. Still smiling from that one. Aw, incredible. I hope you a long, healthy, happy relationship. Thinking about saying it to my girlfriend soon. Wanna wait until it feels right though. I found out this week I'm going to be a grandpa. Congrats Ohio grandpa. Congratulations. How did they tell you? Gotta change your username now, congrats. I just got my first boyfriend, maybe too old at 22 but still good enough for me. Edit, we're both 22 to clarify. I wish you a long, healthy, happy relationship. Congrats on the new relationship. My fiancé was my first BF. I was 22 and he was 23. Also I was his first girlfriend. Hope you find happiness in life. Wish you the best. I'm 29 and I've never had a girlfriend. You're good buddy. Never too late. I got my second girlfriend at 22, and that's not exactly a lot of experience either, but it didn't matter. That was 17 years ago. As I type this she's helping our daughters with a craft project. Yeah, never know. Best wishes. Never too old. There's only 5 minutes left until my steak pie is cooked. How was it? I got accepted to med school. Edit, I've read every message. Thank you all for the kind messages and it really means a lot to me that people are offering advice and requesting me to text them if I have questions. Seriously, thank you so much. Congrats. That's incredible. I hope good grades and nice patience in the future. Congratulations. Congrats. I'm applying next cycle. Any advice? Just got my license. I am the second youngest in my friend group and the first one to be able to legally drive alone. Congrats, stay safe. Good stuff bro, ahaha, I'm the opposite, I'm the oldest in the group but COVID got in the way and now me and all my mates are at the same point in driving, ahaha. I'm slowly but surely getting over my ex before long. I think I'll be ready to get back on the dating scene, if it weren't for COVID, of course. I'm with you friend. Let me impart some post-relationship wisdom that I learned after my first breakup. In time, you won't give a fuck about them. It won't be today, it won't be tomorrow, next week, next month or even next year. But eventually you'll be okay. This comment makes me happy. I hope it all goes well for you. You know, I can tell you this. Anyone would be lucky to have you. I wish you luck out there. I kinda like a girl and we text regularly. Aw. I'm on the same boat friend. Say I showed her picture to my best friend and she said if you mess this up, I'll kill you. So that's good. I hope it goes in your favor. That is the best feeling. You got this champ, hope everything goes well. Yeah, same, but it also makes me sad cause I know she doesn't love me. Taking a nice warm shower, and seeing someone is looking out for everyone else. I sure hope no one's looking for you in your shower. I have a roof over my head and good to eat. Grateful. Edit food. Wise words. My birthday is in 2 days. Happy birthday for 2 days time. Are you my neighbor? Her birthday is in 2 days. My unemployment benefits were finally approved a few days ago after pending for almost 4 months. I was furloughed because of COVID and returned back to work for an entire month before they were finally approved. Thanks, Florida. Unemployment has been a shit show for the longest time now. I was in the same boat as you and also got approved last week. A stroke of good luck for us both. That someday this shit will pass and I can be somewhat happy again. I hope things work out for you, fellow ninja. I am finally 9 months clean of heroin. Edit. Thank you all so much for the love. It is all so much appreciated. And thank you all for the awards. It really makes me feel grateful to have such a good community who has my back. Fuck yes. Congrats, fellow recovering addict here. 1 year 6 months clean heroin was also my DOC. I know how hard it is to stay clean. You are a fucking badass warrior. Heading on vacation in a couple weeks. It's a pretty remote place in the mountains where we will still be socially distanced and not around anyone, but it will just be nice to see somewhere other than the inside of my house. A month ago I thought my dog was going to die. She was in a lot of pain and had trouble getting up by herself. But we changed her meds, and she's getting laser treatment for arthritis in her back knees. Now she can get up by herself, and I can tell she's not in pain because she's so playful again. I am so happy about this. I've finally realized and accepted that I'm gay. Edit. Thank you for my first gold. But most of all, I'd like to thank all of you for the overwhelming love and support you all have given me. You all made my day and you all deserve these awards way more than I do. Once again, thank you. I hope you all have an incredible day. I finally realized I'm not gay or bi, my brain is just whack. I'm having a pretty terrible day, but reading through all these comments made me feel a bit better, oddly enough. I'm moving away from my emotionally abusive, neglectful parents tomorrow, and I'll be living 5 minutes away from my girlfriend. Things are looking up. Laying in bed with my boyfriend. Yeah, I'm happy. I own a car, a house, a business, and I am able to pay for my bills. I'm content. I forget this from the stressors on the world. I needed this question to center me again. Thank you. My friend is pressing charges against her abusive ex-boyfriend. I just found out I'm having a baby. I have tomorrow off of work. I had a nice day with my daughter in the park. The weather is finally cooling down, which means I can go roller skating after work without dying of heat stroke. I've put over 250 miles on my skates since quarantine started, and I'm hoping to hit at least 400 miles by Christmas. I'm happy that at now 3:30 a.m. my room is slowly cooling down to a tolerable temperature. My wife and I just bought a house. I took a gamble, left a comfortable job despite being newly married, moved back into my parents with my wife and got into medical school near their house. When I was moving, I thought I might be able to squeeze in 1 day a week working in my previous job, long drive, but actually have managed 2 days most of the course, which has left me debt-free, UK. Basically medical school isn't as intense when it isn't exam period, you can work. I'm lucky to still have a foot in the door in my previous well-paid job. I genuinely am so lucky and grateful. I guess the reason I'm sharing this is to say if you've got a good job but don't like it, you can join another career without completely abandoning the old one. Also, if you don't have good paying job, I hope you can find one soon. I just got engaged to the love of my life. I had a grandson born yesterday, 7 pounds 13 ounces and 19 inches. I can't see him in person yet because of the times we're in, but the pictures are awesome. I just sit back and think of when mine were born. Complete happiness and joy. There are a whole lot of amazing people here. We see the troll and the racists because they stick out like a sore thumb, but the majority of people here are good and they are kind. There are people who give selflessly without the need to post online. There are artists here sharing their talents and making people smile. There are funny people making others laugh. There are people here sharing information and educating others. Keep being awesome, everyone. I move into my first apartment in 2 days. Finally feeling grown up. Edit. I'm getting so many lovely replies of people also taking this big step. I'm so happy for every one of you. And big thanks to those giving some tips, I'll definitely keep them in mind. Also, whoever gave me the award, I'm flattered. Awesome. It's a great feeling of freedom. But tip, take photos of all problems in the apartment. Holes in the furniture, mold, etc., etc. Some bad landlords try to pin it on their renters when they move, so they don't have to give the depositum back. If something breaks, like the washer or fridge, it's the owner's job to replace them unless you bought your own. Moving into your first place is such a great feeling. Enjoy settling in and setting everything up exactly how you like it. So many things. I've done 8 months of therapy and stuck with it. I'm on antidepressants which have significantly changed my motivation levels in a good way. I've gotten a personal trainer about 2 weeks ago and have been working out 6 days a week for at least 2 hours a day. After 3 years of not being in a serious relationship, I asked a girl out whom I have been crushing on for 2 years to find out the feelings were mutual, and lastly I reapplied to community college after dropping out 4 years ago. I start in 2 weeks. Life is really good right now. 8 to 10 months ago I was at my lowest point with depression. I felt very alone and could not muster the energy to get out of bed or go to work. I just wanted to sleep forever. I'm so much happier now and hope to keep this trend going. A month ago I thought my dog was going to die. She was in a lot of pain and had trouble getting up by herself. But we changed her meds, and she's getting laser treatment for arthritis in her back knees. Now she can get up by herself, and I can tell she's not in pain because she's so playful again. I am so happy about this. I quit social media 2 months ago and quit alcohol a month ago. Since then I've been running every day, read multiple books, and been getting consistent 8+ hours of sleep. There is a kitten sleeping on my chest. I envy you. I just bought my first plant for my room. I'm a plant mom. How wholesome this entire comment section is. I am 7 months and a few days sober. It's the longest I've been sober in almost 10 years. One of the producers from Lil Keat's album also has a beat on my album. I feel like I'm headed in the right direction, smiley face, having a kid. This text from my son. We didn't speak for about 2 years and had a tenuous relationship previous to that due to anger issues he had. We just got back into contact within the last 3 years. Every time I make a roast I remember a time when it was just us, at ____________road. And my life was so hectic and so many things were hard for me at home and at school, and we would get back home after you work then picked me up, and that smell would always just make things okay for a bit. It is a memory that will stay with me for life. It has represented to me, since I became a father, that the smallest things mean the most. I hope you always know that I know you did the best you could and that I love you. I appreciate all the things, big and small. Thank you. I did all of my homework, well, most of it. Enough to be happy. I'm finally finishing my degree this fall after many years of family, health, and financial problems. Maybe the shiny Pokemon I have? I still managed to land a co-op job during this pandemic. As a third-year college student, I wouldn't have been able to pay for schooling for this semester if I didn't get this job. Mechanical engineering, if people are curious. I am gonna get laser hair removal. I have a couple weeks to relax after finishing my internship and before starting my last semester of college. Catching up on some video games and TV shows, playing some golf with my friends, skating, working out. I haven't had a couple weeks without either work or school in years. It feels really good to just do whatever I want for a little while. I have a second job interview tomorrow, wish me luck. I just moved out on my own into my own dorm room this morning. At the beginning of COVID, the wife, and my family and me all were living in a veteran transitional housing program. I was serving and lost my only income. I kept hustling and managed to get my very own Shell station as a GM and making a great salary and can climb out of poverty. Huzzah! I just found out that I have been offered a full scholarship to the New York Institute of Technology. As someone from a tiny southern town, this means the world to me as a chance to get out. My best friend and her man just adopted a puppy. They've lived together for about a year, so this is just another big commitment they've made together. I'm just really excited for her to be so happy, as she really deserves it. He's a great guy and I'm glad I get to call him a friend too. I am an epidemiologist and am active on social media, and someone posted some total bull about the CDC and subtweeted me in it. Feels good because we are showing success in lowering incidence of COVID-19 in our area. Got a call from a company about an apprenticeship earlier this week and they want to do an interview next week. I sent in my resume at the beginning of the summer but never heard anything back from them, so I thought it was a lost cause. I'm excited to see where it goes from here. I just got my first Fall Guys win, LOL. Been working on some IT certifications after being in the field for a few years. Passed my first exam last week, ramping up to write my next exam next week. Lost 70 pounds since May and you was about to just give up on relationships, especially after the last person I asked out said yes only because they didn't want to hurt my feelings. Well, I told a girl I like her, and she said it was mutual, so that's pretty cool. My psychotic ex-roommate is expelled, unable to step foot on campus, and was not accepted to any other schools. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Just bought a new accessory for my bass clarinet that arrives next week, and I got it at almost half price. Reading all these responses, and also that my cat loves me enough to be jealous of me being on my phone. I'm laying on my stomach and he's standing on my back screaming at me. My son's birthday is tomorrow. Only 17 days till my divorce is final. I've been able to stay employed through COVID. My lawn. Considering the heat we've had this summer, it's the second greenest one on my block. As I was finishing trimming the edges, a neighbor pulled up and complimented my lawn and my work. Turns out he's the only other person on my block with a green lawn. Hank Hill would be proud. I'm late to this party, but I'm a teacher, teaching virtually right now. It's been a rough week for a number of reasons, but one of my middle schoolers attended class in a banana costume today. It made me really happy to be able to work with such a wonderful group of kids. I'm starting to walk again after I broke my leg on Valentine's Day. I just had moved to another country on my own. I've been on my own during this process. I'm finally seeing improvements. I was diagnosed with pulmonary hypertension 2 years ago, and now I'm officially in the clear. Diet and exercise really kicked ass. Also, I broke my leg 4 months ago, so I was bedridden for 3.5, and a couple weeks ago I was able to walk again without a cast, boot, or crutches. Best feeling ever. Amazing how I took something so common such as walking for granted. My cat finally likes me. I'm happier than I've ever been before. This is probably one of the best years of my life. I got my first A in 6 years in school. I am learning how to drive. I am now a bird owner with one of the largest cages on Amazon. I made a friend after not having one for years, and I'm on a new medication that greatly lowers my anxiety. I never thought I would make it to where I am now, but I'm so glad I stuck around. Smiley face. I actually found a handgun I want in stock at my local gun store, shocking because the good ones are all sold out. Thanks for watching. If you could like, subscribe and comment best Reddit stories for more Reddit videos.